Ever wonder what it feels like when a childhood friendship suddenly shatters? That feeling of betrayal, the wish to just rewind and erase the pain. Um, that's where we begin. And what Can is known for uh, showcasing unique animated films, titles like, uh, and have all graced its screens. Um, Now, Kohei Kadawaki's debut joins the ranks. Uh, it's a it's a charming, if familiar, story of uh, growing up, beautifully rendered with a visual style that truly stands out. The film centers on an ordinary boy navigating small town Japan when a single act of betrayal uh, alters the course of his life. It's a premise that could easily feel contained, but the story gracefully spans years, creating a surprisingly expansive feel. We see the ripple effects of this broken bond and how it shapes his journey into adulthood. Uh, Tackles themes we've seen before in coming of age anime, bullying, loneliness, the struggles of male friendship. Uh, it presents these issues in a way that will resonate with younger audiences, but at times it can feel a bit like an after school special. Um, it leans more towards a children's film, which isn't necessarily a drawback, but sets certain expectations. One frustration lies in the motivations behind the central conflict. The inciting incident feels somewhat weak. And while cultural differences may play a role, it might leave viewers questioning the weight of the drama. Friends argue over silly things, of course, but this feels overly exaggerated. However, Kadowaki grounds the story with compelling, empathetic characters. Despite the heightened conflict, it's easy to invest in their complicated friendship. And this emotional connection makes the film buoyant. And despite its nearly 2 hour runtime, it flows by surprisingly quickly. The voice acting is also superb, bringing a genuine emotional depth to the story. And Ryota Bando and Amane Okayama deliver strong performances, drawing on their experience in Japanese dramas to create authentic and believable characters. And that dramatic training clearly translates to a lot of the screen. Uh, but the true standout is the animation style. Uh, um, Kadowaki embraces a traditional approach, yet every frame feels like a work of art that even when the story falters, the visuals pull you back in, immersing you completely in the world he's created. Um, if you're a fan of modern anime, you've likely seen similar stories. What lacks in narrative originality, it more than makes up for in visual artistry. Um, it's a, a strong debut film, a calling card for all the incredible things that Kadowaki will undoubtedly achieve in the future. And that's perfectly all right. Um, you know, Speaking of aliens, did you hear about the alien who opened a bakery? His bread over his bread was out of this world. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,